everybody, I'm Corey from Easy Company Barbecue, and today I want to show you my recipe for Smokehouse burgers. Let's get started. Now what I did is I went ahead and bought some mixed sirloin and chuck, probably about 3 1/4 pounds, and I already rolled it into balls. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and press the burgers out and make some nice big old giant burgers. Now when you go ahead and you think of a smokehouse, you want to think big, nice portions. So, like I said, 6 even ones, it roughly figures out to about 3/4 pound a piece for each burger. Now you can also hand roll these, but I think this is just a little bit quicker and it makes more uniform burgers. Then after I get all these done, we're going to sprinkle it with I call it my everything spice. Now, what does it go good with? Well, obviously just about everything. Now, with most barbecue cookers, they have a spice for pork, a spice for beef, for chicken, or whatever else they're cooking. This is just an early spice that you want. Just a simple salt, pepper, garlic, so that way you can get a nice little even savory flavor into your meat first before you go on with all your bigger rubs and everything else. Alright, all of our burgers are done. So next thing we're going to do is sprinkle it with our everything seasoning. And I'll go ahead and I'll give you that recipe for the everything seasoning down in the comments below. Like I said, all we're doing is giving a nice little liberal coat of salt, pepper, garlic. Flip them over, do the same thing on the other side. Pat it into the meat a little bit so that way it'll give that salt a little bit of a chance to go ahead and get into that meat. Now I'm going to go ahead and let these set on top of the cutting board and get almost to room temperature. That way it'll give you time to go ahead and set up your grill. We're going to cook it on a charbroil infrared cooker today. We're going to set it up as a 2-zone fire. Now what's a 2-zone fire for most of you guys that don't really do a lot of barbecue? A 2-zone fire in a gas grill is where you take and you only turn on, if you have a 2-burner, turn one of your burners off, turn the other burner on. So we have a hot side and a cold side. Charcoal grill, well, just push your charcoal over to one side. Alright, here we are out at the grill. We went ahead and let our burgers go ahead and set at room temperature, let that salt, pepper, garlic go ahead and get into it. Now, I've already set this up for 2-zone fire. This is the side that I got my hot side, and then here's my cold side. And before I always cook, I go ahead and throw some Pam grilling spray on so that way I can make sure whatever I'm cooking doesn't go ahead and stick to my grill. I also have one of these here little smoker boxes. Now this is for you people that have just a propane grill and want to be able to smoke. So you can go ahead and put your wood chips in here and it'll give you that nice little bit of smoke that you're looking for in your food. So we'll go ahead and lay these burgers down. Try to keep them to one side as best as possible. Alright, now that we got them right there, we're going to keep it right around 250 degrees and let that hickory smoke that I got hickory wood chips in that smoke box. I love the way hickory tastes. It gives it a nice little bacony smoke to it. So we'll let that go and then we'll go inside and we'll get the rest of our ingredients ready for our burgers. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Okay everybody, now while we were waiting for our burgers to cook up, I went ahead and sliced 2 whole onions and I went ahead and cut them in nice little strips and opened them up so that way they'll be easy because we're going to saute those along with, I also sliced up some baby bella mushrooms. Then we're going to go ahead and saute those off as well. I got some bacon right here because, why? Well, everything's good with bacon. Then after that, I also made a nice little smoky horseradish mayonnaise. Now to make this, it's very simple. All you do is take about a cup of mayonnaise and then add about a 1/3 cup of horseradish sauce and then salt and pepper to taste and mix it. And it goes really good with burgers and pork. Alright, let's go ahead and get these onions and mushrooms sauteed up. Alright, I went ahead and heated up about 4 tablespoons of butter in my cast iron skillet. So now I'm going to go ahead and add these mushrooms. You want the mushrooms to go in first because they're a little bit thicker and a little bit hardier to cook. So you want to take your time with those, and then the onions I sliced a little bit thinner. So you'll go ahead and get a nice even cook time, so that way they'll finish about the same time. So I'll go ahead and keep cooking these down, and we'll go ahead and get back at you when I put the onions in, and then we're going to go ahead and season them with a little salt and pepper. Alright, the mushrooms have went ahead and sweated down enough, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our onions and let those sweat out a little bit. And once we get these all incorporated, we're going to season it with some salt and pepper. Okay, those are all incorporated. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my salt and pepper so we can season those up. Alright, this is my Texas seasoning. I use this a lot for brisket. All it is an even mix of salt and pepper. So if you put 1 cup of kosher salt in, 1 cup of pepper goes with it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish cooking these down. I also got the bacon cooking, so as soon as we get done with this, we'll go ahead and we'll go check our burgers to see if they need to be flipped yet. Alright, we're back here out at the grill, and boy, I wish you guys were here. You can just smell that beautiful hickory smoke. So let's go ahead and take a look at our burgers. Well, I can see they're starting to come out just a little bit. They're starting to get brown on top, so we're going to go ahead and flip these. Alright, I can already tell by the feel of the burgers when I hit them with the spatula, they're not quite ready to go to our next layer of flavor, which is we're going to put some A1 sauce over the top of them and then just glaze it just about the time before they get done. So we're going to go ahead and wait a few more minutes, and then we'll come back out and we'll go ahead and we'll glaze them up. I'll see you then. Alright, here we go. We're getting ready to add this last little bit of flavor to our burgers. So we're going to go ahead and douse this with a little bit of A1 sauce and then just brush it so that way we can glaze our burgers. Once we get done with this, we're going to let it set, and once it glazes on, we're going to go ahead and add our onions and mushrooms, and we're going to throw some smoked cheddar cheese to it, and also some provolone. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and I'll get back to you guys in a second. Alright, now as you can see, I already added our onions and our mushrooms to it. Now we're going to go ahead and add the provolone cheese and smoked cheddar to our burgers, just to give it another little flavor. Now that this is all went ahead and added, we're going to go ahead and let that melt. I'm going to get it on something else. We'll go bring it inside and we'll finish our final preparations for this great burger. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Alright everybody, these burgers are all done. Let's go ahead and get this final assembly done with this. First we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a little bit of this horseradish mayonnaise that we went ahead and made earlier on the tops of these buns. These buns are a onion poppy seed, almost like a Kaiser roll that I picked up at my local grocer. You can use any type of Kaiser roll or ciabatta roll, whatever you want to use. Just you want something that's going to be able to hold up to the juiciness of the burger. Alright, next we'll take one of these great burgers, put it right there in the middle, and we're going to add 2 strips of bacon, and we're going to cross them. Kind of make it look a little bit nice for presentation. Throw our top on, and then we get to our favorite part, especially mine, where we get to try it. And as you can see, that burger is just moist with juice. So let's go ahead and try it. I'll tell you what, there ain't a better burger out there than that right there. If you like what we're doing right here on Easy Company Barbecue, go ahead and subscribe. I got lots more, and I'm sure my other two brothers have great recipes that they want to go ahead and share with you too. I'll see you next time.